Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. What a Raw Ring Report we have as chaos ensues. As you see, Bobby Lashley trying to take out his former members of the Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. They still won't let bygones be bygones and move on, as Lashley told them so many times. As well on the right side, Seth Rollins being destroyed by the Usos by sending a message from their chief Roman Reigns to take him out. Also, too, we talk about news as well. Roman Reigns continue to make history as becoming the longest reigning Universal / World Champion in WWE history. Roman Reigns accomplished this feat 504 plus days as Universal Champion. We'll get to that. Also, too, in hot topics, Cody Rhodes is officially a free agent. Is he working without a contract in AEW? And why AEW didn't sign him to a new deal? We'll get to that, as well as a lot going on, as well as WWE may be revealing where they might go during their February pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. We'll tell you the details. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you can join us in the Pro Wrestling Show. Excuse me. Join in the conversation. That's a burger. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button. One miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Get to the Pro Wrestling, the Raw Ring Report. Well, a Raw Ring Report we have for you, plus hot topics, as well as the Cody situation, him being a free agent, where many people didn't see coming. Also, to WWE revealing they might be heading to Saudi Arabia due to Dave Lesnar's new report. So let's get to the Raw Ring Report. On the Raw Ring Report tonight, what a Raw Ring Report it was, as he kicked off with Women's Champion, the Man. Women's Champion, the Man, Becky Lynch, kicked off the show as Becky Lynch does on her way. We can find with Becky Lynch. Okay, there you go. The woman right there, Becky Lynch, right there. The Man, the Raw Women's Champion, kicked off the show, talked about her, explained her actions and why she did what she did, and led Doudrop getting the victory. And Doudrop and Becky Lynch will meet at the Royal Rumble for the Raw Women's Championship 1-on-1 with Bianca Belair officially announced, as well as Liv Morgan announced that they're both entering the Royal Rumble match. So they could get an opportunity, if they win the match, they could get an opportunity to challenge Becky at WrestleMania for the women's title. Well, we had to get to it where it was a tag team match between these four lovely ladies. Doudrop teaming up with the one Becky Lynch, who she'll face at Royal Rumble for the Raw Women's title, as well as Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan. Action was high and intense. Bianca Belair had the power game. Becky was trying to keep up with them, but Doudrop, proven to be a top commodity, Doudrop could be the dark horse in this match. Doudrop deliver a splash and pent Liv Morgan get the 1-2-3. Doudrop send the message to Becky Lynch as well, doing a version of the Banzai drop. So Doudrop sending her message felt that she wants the Raw Women's Championship and she'll get her hands at Becky Lynch at Royal Rumble. Speaking of that, Kevin Owens did his KO show. He was trying to stir up some controversy with before the show with United States champion Damian Priest. Damian Priest wasn't falling for it one bit and wasn't buying, and I can't blame him. Well, as you see right here, Seth Rollins was the host of the KO show. KO getting the details on Seth about him getting a Universal Championship match. Seth at the end was bragging about how he did for Roman when they was in the Shield. Well, we know that at Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins will meet Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, as well as Kevin Owens announced that he's in the Royal Rumble as well, the men's side. So Kevin Owens put the theory to the test when he went against Damian Priest in a hard fought matchup. Um, Damian Priest on the losing side, Kevin Owens getting a win. But we don't know. Like I said, Damian Priest and Kevin Owens. Then Kevin Owens trying to use Damian Priest, as he's been saying, you like, your tick, what makes you tick, and bring that side out. So only time will tell on that. As well as Otis receiving his somewhat diploma after winning the Raw Tag Team Championships. We was trying to see what was next for Rated RK Bro, and we found out indeed that Otis and Chad Gable both got viciously eviscerated in the process and stuff. Whereas Randy Orton took out both this Riddle distracted um Riddle distracted Otis and took Otis out, as well as Randy Orton got the upper advantage and RKO Chad Gable. So the Alpha Academy want to challenge Ray RK Bro to a smart test or something like that to see how smart they are. But we'll see on that theory and stuff. We'll see how that far that go. Speaking of theory, Austin Theory was in action. He was sent a order by Mr. McMahon to get the job done to attack Finn Balor. But Austin Theory tried to do that, trying to use the ATL to take out Finn Balor. It's like they putting Finn Balor in these matches that make him look weak and stuff. And I don't feel like Austin Theory getting what's he getting out of this, and what's Finn Balor getting out of this. It's just they're just playing cosplay, if you ask me, and stuff. I just feel like they wasting their time. And Austin Theory got the win, but I just feel like what is this for? And I know Vince want to push him as the next star, and that's what it is. Austin Theory be next star. When you got guys like Finn Balor, AJ Styles, you would think you want to push them too. But Vince is just being Vince, and he's got Austin Theory. Austin Theory, watch yourself with Vince. Vince will lead you down straight. Like, he the owner, but you don't never know what his motives are and stuff going forward and stuff. Well, we know Rhea Ripley still shocked and surprised on what had happened with her. She got blindsided by Nikki Ash, and Nikki Ash attacked her. Well, Rhea Ripley was in action when she took on her former best friend Nikki Ash, and the women's tag team champions Queen Zelina and Carmella was watching, trying to stir up the pot and keep up mess. As you can tell, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash both will be in the women's Royal Rumble. These former friends. And Nikki Ash thinks she's the superhero, but she's actually the villain. Just crazy, but it is what it is. But we'll have to see. It was a no draw, but we'll see moving forward between these how this storyline will progress. Speaking of storylines progressing, the 24/7 championship title picture is getting real crazy. As you see right here, Omos attacking anybody in sight. Omos went against Reginald, defeating him in 10 seconds. Try to get his hands on Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke escaped for her life. You can blame her. Dana Brooke trying to run for her life and stuff. Dana Brooke escaped for her life and ran. So it's just getting weirder and weird. And even Serena knew that Omos wasn't playing going forward. Also, too, the Grit couple, Bill Phoenix and Edge, the Rated R Superstar, the Hall of Fame couple, and Miz and Maurice. Bill Phoenix was supposed to come out there to have a woman-to-woman, face-to-face with Maurice, that Maurice requested. Bill Phoenix came to hear Maurice out. Maurice tried to say, let's be friends, let's be mothers, let's just hang out and stuff. Just didn't turn out the way that she thought it did. And Maurice set up Bill Phoenix while Edge was still there trying to be in support of his wife. Maurice was trying to reason with Beth that Maurice didn't want this match at Royal Rumble, but Beth insisted that they're going to have the match at Royal Rumble. Well, you can tell Miz came out there and attacked Edge from behind. I know as a security person. Beth Maurice came out there and hit Beth Phoenix from behind with a loaded brick in her purse, nailing the Hall of Famer. So I want to see this match. Beth Phoenix is going to give Maurice the biggest glam slam she had coming to her, and it's going to be coming in full force. Look for that coming soon. I'm telling you, full force indeed. And finally, was the main event was Seth Rollins versus Lashley. These both men will be in separate championship matches at the Royal Rumble, vying for the world titles if they both can leave as world champions. But they was no more contenders match. Well, it was a contenders match, but it wasn't no more contenders match. If you get my drift. Seth Rollins challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, as well as Lashley challenging Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship, first time ever. These two men had something to prove because these both men will be in world title matches. But at the end, it came to this. As you see, Lashley was trying to get to Rollins, but the Hurt Business keeps coming back out of nowhere. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander trying to get Lashley attention. And Lashley decided, you know what, I'm gonna take both down. And he took both of them down, as well as Seth Rollins getting attacked by the Usos by direct order from Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns sending that order in, taking both of them out, and leaving them both out in the process. So that ended Raw. It was a no draw, but like I said, Raw was so, but it wasn't, it wasn't none but the go home show we ought to see. You will see right here. You see the Usos leaving Raw, and Seth Rollins looking a little bit bewildered, becoming like, what the? Yeah, Seth, they just got you. You got to get them back. So I expect Seth Rollins to make his move on SmackDown this week to get revenge what the Usos did to him. All right, we done with the Raw Ring Report. Let's move forward. Let's move forward with hot topics on Wrestling Hot Topics this week. We're still in shock on what's going on with this, as we heard that Mustafa Ali has requested his release from WWE. Mustafa Ali, who made this tweet saying, I'm requesting my release from WWE. Mustafa Ali said, I quote, I have a message that's much bigger than my dreams in pro wrestling. Despite my efforts, my best efforts, I will not be able to deliver this message while working with WWE. Therefore, I'm requesting my release from WWE. Mustafa Ali, end quote. Mustafa Ali was getting momentum, but WWE was trying to put him in situations that really didn't make no sense. He was supposed to be the one with the Kofi Mania situation in place. That didn't pan out for him. He was supposed to do the retribution stuff. That didn't pan out. He's been in so many and even the Money in the Bank ladder match he was supposed to win. That didn't pan out. So Mustafa Ali believes he's getting screwed by WWE. He wants out of his contract. More likely than once, he will be released. Just WWE, I don't know, they playing games and stuff. Just let the man out of his contract. If he feel unhappy, let him out of his contract. That's all I can say. Make matters worse. So hopefully he'll get out of his contract. He has potential. He just took a day sabbatical for the birth of his kid, but WWE is, they don't care. They care about who they want to push. That's sad. It's unfortunate, but hopefully Mustafa Ali get what he wants, and we hope for the best for him. Speaking of that, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, both WWE Golden Boys, if you ask me. Both of them, the Universal Championship, as you see right here, Brock Lesnar was the longest reigning Universal Champion, but Roman Reigns has surpassed him with the 504 reign. Roman Reigns surpassed him as it continues. Roman Reigns is WWE's longest reigning world champion moving forward. Congratulations order to Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar will, but these two will meet probably at WrestleMania. You can tell down the road. Also, too, tonight on NXT, we'll see Walter in action against Roger Strong. That should be a good one. Two pure wrestlers beating each other up, fighting each other. But look for that match. I'd like to see that match. Also, too, I guess this person wrote, nothing says that they were quite hyping a match between world championship contenders, and it built it all episode, then ends in chicken, DQ, trying to make them look both strong while feeling that they look pissed at most of the fans. So, yes, that's what he's talking about. Speaking of Roman, Roman did make mention of his accomplishment of winning of retaining, being Universal Champion for almost a year and a half. The greatest of this generation, the best to ever hold the Universal Champion. The numbers, the main events, the dominant performance don't lie. 405 days and counting. Go. Okay. You say that. And then Bobby Lashley wrote something about Brock. So all these four men, is just getting to that point. It's WrestleMania season. Speaking of WrestleMania season, we found out that the Elimination Chamber will be in Saudi Arabia. Yes, the Elimination Chamber will be in Saudi Arabia in the Jeddah Superdome. So the Elimination Chamber will be at this in Saudi Arabia. The Elimination Chamber gonna make way more. What Bischoff said right here on his podcast, that is AEW any near WWE in terms of revenue? No. WWE is going to make more money going over to Saudi Arabia over one weekend than the AEW going to make from Turner from the entire year. Wow. You can tell there's bad blood from Bischoff and what's his name, Tony Khan. It's Tony Khan's fault. Don't invite folks if you know you don't want to hear the truth. Don't invite folks that you don't want to know. And then Bischoff got a point, but Khan doing his thing that he don't want to compete on Mondays or something. I mean, you're gonna get to the point that you might have to compete on Mondays if you think you're that good. But it's just crazy and weird. But we know that the Elimination Chamber will be heading to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, in the Superdome to be presented. I guess that's what Bischoff was saying. The Elimination Chamber gonna make way more money than WrestleMania. And finally, we got more news to report that Cody Rhodes is officially a free agent. I don't know what this going with Cody being a free agent, but like I said, Cody Rhodes, you see right here, thanks. Cody Rhodes, a free agent. He's going to he's not going nowhere. He's still in AEW. But people have been writing these memes saying that if Cody showed up in AEW, this would happen. Now they saying he'll be Stardust again. Then they said once he show up back again, he'll I mean, this is crazy, but being informed about Shawn Michaels and Triple H. And Cody right here, this meme about him and Brandon talking about, well, we're gonna go to Miss McMahon. I mean, you can go, but it ain't gonna be the same. But we'll see. But AEW know better. And then he executive vice president. He needs to be signed to a contract. You just don't have him, without a contract wrestling. So he'll do that same stuff again and just want to leave for no reason. You need to keep him locked. And then he got your belt too. He can have your belt hold the hostage. But I mean, Tony Khan got to think. Got to think as an owner, a business person. Hopefully he gets his. Hopefully he makes sure Cody signs something for this year out or before, a couple of months from now. I'm kind of losing his mind. And too, Eddie Kingston, right here, Eddie Kingston, he's out for injury. And Jim Cornette and the rest of them was saying that he was Chris Jericho was trying to tag himself to Eddie Kingston, since Eddie Kingston was hot at the moment, trying to get a program with him I guess that program gonna be on pause for now. So hey, yeah, but it is. And now the AEW World Title belt are coming into fruition. People who ordered this the last year, now the belts are going to be ready to present. So good for them. Hey. And then too, look out for this week when we're getting a deep dive. We'll want to know what's going on with the MLW WWE lawsuit and what's going on with that. So for me being Kendrick Dix, I'm gonna leave you with Cody Rhodes smoking a cigar. We'll talk to you this week. We'll have more. This is Kendrick Dix for the Raw Ring Report on the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.